Okay, welcome to the 2017 festival. This video will instruct you on how to use the Sharp registers, which are going to be located at most of the payment locations throughout the festival. This one happens to be the outside food register. There are going to be a few of these out there because that's our very popular souvlaki, gyros, and what have you. So very simple procedures to follow, but so I encourage you to watch this video and rewind over any parts that don't make sense. We'll also be distributing these instructions for cashiers, which summarize some of these rules, and I'm sure that you'll get the hang of it. Okay, it's really important to be careful so that we don't improperly charge people and that we can account for everything, and you know, it can get busy at times, so please follow these procedures. Okay, first thing you need to know is the register is a computer, and it does have a screen with a screensaver. This screen is on, but if you'll see right next to it, this screen is off. Okay, and so if your screen is not on, you're not ready to make a transaction. Okay, you're only ready to process a transaction when the screen is on. So in order to wake up the machine and get ready for a transaction, when you have a blank screen, is to hit the escape button. Okay. You can see this one here actually went to sleep while we were talking. And so we'll wake up this computer right there. So we're ready to go. Now, customer comes along, and let's say that they are purchasing €1. You'll see the buttons are pre-labeled with the menu items. And so take a moment to familiarize yourselves with the abbreviations on the keys, and also to familiarize yourself with the menu, with the different items and the different prices. This should be one of these by each register, and by the end of the shift, I'm sure you'll have memorized the prices. In any event, going back, we have a customer and they want €1. You hit the euro button, the price is already in there. So you do not need to enter the price, it's already in there. If they come along and they say, well, you know what, I also want a Greek salad. Okay, well, here's Greek salad. Just hit that. And then they might say, well, you know what, make that 2 Greek salads. Just hit Greek salad again. And now you'll see it's 2 Greek salads. Okay. Now, the person says that's all I want. Okay. It's really important to hit the subtotal button here to total up the purchase for the customer. I know on your side it says $17 here. Okay. You can see that? Now I can turn around. Okay. But from the customer side, it doesn't show the total. Okay. But once I hit the subtotal button, look what happens. Okay, so now the customer knows that it's a $17 purchase. So then, and we're still in subtotal. So if the customer wants to add something from here, you can do that. You can add another item on here. So if the customer says, "Well, give me 2 French fries," I can hit French fry 1, French fry 2, and then subtotal it again, and you'll see that the total updates. So now the customer says, that's really it. That's all I want. The customer gives you, let's say, $30, a 20 and a 10. Go over to here, your keypad, and enter in $30. You can use a double zero, okay, for pennies. And then you hit the cash button, which is over here. Okay. The subtotal button has a green tab next to it, just as a total. Remember, always hit the subtotal. Then enter your cash. Hit the button for cash. The cash drawer will open, but more importantly, on the screen, you'll see the amount changed due to the customer. Take the $30, give the customer $7, and the transaction is completed. You can now close the cash drawer. If the customer says, hey, I'd like to have a receipt, most customers won't, but if they do, over here, there's a button called Receipt Copy. Simply hit the receipt copy, and out will print an itemized receipt that you can give to the customer. And that's all. So let me repeat a couple of the key things here. First, make sure you wake the machine up. Second, enter the items. Third, subtotal everything. Fourth, enter the amount of cash the person's giving you, even if they're giving you the exact change. So let's say it was a $17 purchase and you enter $17, okay, still do that. What will happen is that your change will be 0. That's okay. Okay. It's good to get into that practice because when it gets busy, you're going to forget what people gave you. Okay. One other question I get is, what happens if I make a mistake? Okay. Well, if you're in the middle of a transaction and you have not cashed out yet, you can void the entire transaction and start brand new. Okay. Let me demonstrate that real quick. So let's say the person says, give me 4 salads. 4 salads at $5 is $20. And the person says, oh, you know what? I don't want salad. I want, French fries instead. Okay. What I can do is just simply hit the escape button once and then twice. And you see subtotal void $20. The whole transaction is now wiped out. If you would have cashed out, you would lose the opportunity to do that. Okay? So now you start again, and the person says, I want 4 French fries. You enter 1, 2, 3, 4 French fries. Okay, it's $12. Subtotal it. Okay, it's $12. The person gives you $12, let's say. Enter 1200, $12. Then you cash out, and you can see the change is 0. It's a good practice to get into. I hope you enjoyed this video. Good luck during your assignment.